says, hey, there is an opening. You could actually apply for that. She is now actually clearly the number one. So they learn, they study, they are actually ready for the role, but they don't reach out, do we want to hire him? It's real drama actually for Andy, because it's really great actually that when you're using EDLIGO that you can find the best people that you need.
Welcome everyone, my name is Kim Larson. I am part of the client experience and success team here at Luminoso.
Hello, my name is Reimund Nienaber. I'm working for EDLIGO. At EDLIGO, I'm HR consulting director and HR thought leader.
We're going to go over how the hiring process works. We're going to talk about how to nurture talent and develop competency from within your organization, and why it's so important to tap into stories to improve company cultures as we go forward. We run Reimund and Kim Corp, and we have a member of our team named Paul, and he's just turned in his 2 weeks notice. Reimund, what are we going to do?
Right. Why the heck is he suddenly deciding to leave? So he has a quite good position. We see in managed services, and actually we see as well, he has quite lots of interesting competencies. You can see this is what we call the spider graph, and the spider graphs is showing competencies, because we believe that you need to see the people not only with their skills, but you need to understand as well how good they are. So we have certain levels from 1 to 5 where you can see the competency levels, and we identify, of course, what kind of skills Paul has. Do we want to actually go now for internal recruitment, or do you want to do external recruitment, or maybe do we want to do both? But he has done an evaluation in the system. All employees in our company actually participating on a self-evaluation. They do this on regular basis. And not only that they disclose things about their competencies and assessments about the employee engagement. When you recruit from within, and who do we have? And the system, because we have all the competencies captured of every single employee, we can just clearly, actually, simply by a click, identifying what is a role. Maybe I want to add some certain nuances that I was maybe found missing at the predecessor in the role, or I just really just see, okay, this is what Paul could. Is there anyone else who could do it? And now we have Nikki and Allan, So, and as you so nicely showing here, they have actually as well entered all the data into the system. We therefore know very easily, what kind of competency profiles they have, and if you have connected this system right, and you have, let's say, opened this to the employee portal, then the system can automatically actually propose as well to the employees, hey, now it won't say that Paul has left or Paul is leaving, but it says, hey, there is an opening. You could actually apply for that, because you seem to be a pretty good candidate to this role, um, However, here, Allan, we said he's interested. He may have not applied really, but he told the manager, and the manager says, okay, let me have a look. What is Allan doing? And then we can see, he has a certain role. He has his delivery lead, managed service L1, but we actually were looking for an L2, if I remember it from the previous slide. So there are some areas where he has competencies, then he has skills, he has language proficiency. We're checking on all this, but there are some areas are green, some are blue. So that means basically showing, or it's standing, these colors stand for different levels of experience, So, and then we can of course look now, because Allan has done as well a competency assessment. We can see here that, well, he has actually quite some red, there's some blues where it means this is a good match. But then we see here on the service level management, we see it's reddish here. Technology trend monitoring is reddish. So he's not really up to this level of expectations for this role. Well, Allan, he might be interested, he's interested, we know that, but it will take him quite some time actually to step up, and my question is, if this is a requirement to the role, probably hasn't done too much to step up over time. There can be different reasons, but he hasn't really taken much time in learning new stuff, So therefore, let's look at Nikki. What about Nikki? at le- Nikki, she is a different candidate now. And of course, do we want to promote her? When we see here, Nikki is only 25 months in the current grade, so a little bit 2 years, and only 4 years in the company. You can see she actually had a primary fit rank, which is very important to compare next to the fit score, because what it shows here, the fit rank, so under all those internal people that I've looked there and I've searched for successes, she is now actually clearly the number one. This person is probably at 57.6% related to the competency required for the role. So the lower, the lesser the fit score, the actually really the lower actually the real fit is. So, but I think it's a good example. It could be a good fit, and she may not need actually too much of learning. And actually, when you're seeing here and looking at her profile, and if you're comparing it with the one from Allan later on, you can see she actually has some light green items in here, and she has done really well in these 49 months or 24 months in this current grade actually to upskill herself. So she has been very energetically driven. She has not applied for many roles, as it seems to be, because she has been just learning, probably learning quietly. And that is what we see actually very often when we consider DE and I and B related considerations. So we have a lot of maybe more silent people. They learn, they study, they are actually ready for the role, but they don't reach out strongly. Um, they're a little bit, maybe a little bit more introvert, sometimes a little more shy, but they're really fully capable actually of doing the role or being able to do any kind of future role, and they're more just waiting to be actually approached. So the beauty of the tool is that, well, if you have it fully connected, then employees could get pushed automatically in email that say, like, you have this job opening, Nikki, why don't you apply? Because you seem to be an excellent candidate. It could even say this as well to Allan or to any other person there. On the other hand, if they said, if this connection is not done, and I've done this search, then let's say HR or a manager could approach Nikki and say, hey, Nikki, we want to actually stage an interview process for this role. You could be pretty good. Actually, my system tells me you could be a very good candidate. Why don't you apply? Because we see that you have been a great learner and you have been adopting many new skills and competencies for that are actually suitable for the next role. But now it could be, of course, that Nikki might be actually sitting at a crucial role. And the manager, the current manager may not maybe want to release her right away. So the current manager may say, hey, please, before you take her away and give her a great new opportunity, can you not just please as well look at the external candidates? And of course, this is now the next step that we're doing as well, because as I said, we had actually now Andy, who submitted his CV through our applicant tracking system, and we have to look at really, do we want to hire him? Now we put this job description in the resume job matching analyzer. The CVs are compared with the job description, and we get this picture. It will show us how many percent of our CVs are above track, below track, or between the 60 and 80%. And as an HR, you feel very frustrated already about it, especially at those times that we didn't have all these tools. And now this tool can really easily filter it out, because if there's a genuine interest, I really want to have that role, you feel it, you know it. Actually, you can see it clearly when people write in, and in those times that we have been doing this manually, you could see right away, wow, this person spent time on this, and he or she wanted this one. It's real drama actually for Andy, because if he had taken this assessment now, because what we're doing actually as well, what our platform can as well be used for, is like, if you have selected your top 3, top 5 candidates that have applied, you can actually then invite them to do this assessment, the same assessment or like self-evaluation that your internal employees are doing. We can actually invite Andy to take this assessment. And if he had taken the assessment, he might have done even better. And now look at this one. So Andy, this poor guy, now, I mean, this is now really, of course, a little bit constructed case, but for those that are not spending a lot of effort on customizing CV and application letter here. Why it's necessary? Because your competency might be really on top, on par, or even better than any internal candidate that they've had there, and they probably were ready to go external. Yeah. But now, well, Andy has forgone his opportunity, and if he would have done it, maybe he would have come out very good, very well. We see here one little red, but that would have been maybe the only development requirement that he would have been having. All the other ones are all either blue or light green. So he was doing really very well in many of these. And actually, if I compare it with Nikki's result, he has even been partially significantly better compared to Nikki. But what to say? Opportunity, you've got only one. There's only one opportunity for first good impression, and that comes in with the CV. And that's Andy's fate, so to say, and it's taken, So who do we probably pick?
Don't hesitate to reach out. We're happy to help. And maybe we'll hire again at Reimund and Kim Corp. Who knows?
Yes, I hope so. Yeah, it was great fun. Thank you.
Why did Paul leave in the first place? How are my employee surveys comparing to what's being posted about my company on places like Glassdoor, Indeed? The folks who've been here for 10 plus years, if they think perhaps maybe we're changing too fast.